Oh, got bright in here. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if I like that. I'm gonna play around with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. See, that's with it out the blur, and that's with the blur. Ooh.
Was it like a vignette around it?
Well, it's
Look at my hair.
defocus in the background. See?
Are we live right now?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, my hair looks crazy. All right, let's do
All right. Hey YouTube, what's going on? I'm Rel. This is Shay,
this.
and
Eating an
she's
insanely large amount of dairy right now.
she's eating a yogurt that I made for her. But that is not why we're tuned in. We're tuned in because Shayla is a writer. If you did not know,
Well, they
Shayla
don't
is a
know me.
writer. If you did not know, that's
Well,
why.
nobody knows me, so how would they know?
And hence, if you did not know, well.
Just so y'all know, your neck is your first thing to age.
Oh my God. She is beautiful, elegant queen. She is the love of my life, the apple of my eye, and all that good stuff.
Thank you.
But she's also a writer and television producer, as amongst other creative things that she loves to do. However, that is not
I
what
am producing for TV right now.
that is not what Shay and Rel is going to do today. Today, we are going to play around with ChatGPT. We have zero to no experience. So we're learning just like everybody else about how to use AI.
I was actually protesting AI in
Well,
this hat.
and that's
Was it a year ago? It was a year
yeah,
ago.
it was a year ago. And that's the thing that we wanted to talk about
Mhm.
is I think in order to protest something, in order to know, one, you should see what the dangers are and what the capabilities of it is, right? Like, so I think a lot of people just went off of a lot of fear and not really
Yeah.
ever using any of this software, right? Like, it might never be useful in your creative field, and it may truly be something that could replace you. You know, we don't know. So the best way to find out is to actually use it live for the first time. Not first time. I use it like just to goof around, like
So you're gonna put me out of the girl producers.
tell me. Well, that's the thing. I am pro. She's on the fence. I'm definitely pro.
I'm on whatever can help keep us in storytelling. Whatever storytelling is going to manifest itself into.
Yeah, I think I look at it the similar with that similar idea is like what it's going to happen inevitably, right? Like some way, shape, or form, you're going to bump into some type of AI, which, let's first of all dispel one thing that about AI. It's not sentient. It's not, the robots aren't going to rise up and murder you in your sleep.
That we know
That we know at this point yet, right? It's machine learning, right? Really, it takes all the knowledge available to it and make predictions off of that knowledge. From what I gather, right? Like with my one day of research, that's what I gather, right? Like so, it's not gonna formulate plans to take you out like it's to get out the pasture.
yeah.
We don't need you humans no more.
Yeah.
So that is what I gathered so far. But I will do more extensive research as we go live in the future. We'll have a little bit better explanations of what it actually is. But the best way is to actually get your hands on it, try it out, see if it's anything that could be useful, that could be dangerous, that can replace your job. And today we're going to focus more on creative writing. I want to put it to the test. And Shayla's going to
help with the prompts.
She's going to not help with the prompts so much as see if this is a viable story, because you understand some of the principles and what it takes to make a good story. So we're going to create it, log in. We're going to, first of all, brand new ChatGPT. We don't have, as you can see, it's not signed in. I don't know if you can see the sign in screen. There you go. We're going to sign up into ChatGPT, and then we're going to ask it to do a short story.
Yeah.
with minimal prompts, and then we're just going to keep.
We
adding,
should do the Terica story.
We're going to keep adding prompts to see if it could get to a place where it could tell any type of story that we would want people to hear. All right. Anything you want to add before I sign up?
No, that's fine.
All right. So one of the things that I made sure to do is to create a new Gmail account, just so one, I try not to use for stuff like this. You don't want your personal data out there, and such new technology. I would say just make a new Gmail account there for me. So give it away like hotcakes. And yeah, now we're gonna sign up. All right, you gonna entertain the people?
What's kind of how I'm eating the yogurt?
You want to rap Kendrick Lamar?
Getting ready for my bars. I gotta save that. Big week this week for all of those that love going to the movies and film. Wicked and Gladiator 2 coming out.
What about Homeboy?
It's a Gladiator 2.
No. TV show we watched.
Oh! Okay, so Rel has divorced himself from his past in television, but
what's that have to do with
I'm just leading in. I'm going to tell,
why are you stepping on one black man to raise up another black man?
Okay, let's not do it.
Whoa.
That wasn't what I was doing. So, Rel actually was a TV editor, and I'm a TV producer. So we do end up going into shows really watching with a very, would you say keen eye?
Yeah, but why did that have to be like throwing me under the bus to get to the point?
Honey, I'm
sorry. You could have just said we watched the show. But go ahead, finish your lead in.
Okay. So we watched Alice Cross, Cross, which is the new, what do you call it? The new show on Prime, starring Aldous Hodge. All those Aldous Hodge fans out there, definitely worth.
Or 1 billion women.
Definitely worth taking a watch. My mom mentioned that she saw him on a talk show, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, Alex Cross is coming out. So while we were getting ready this morning to run errands, we watched 2 episodes. Mm-hmm. The first 2 episodes, the pilot and episode 2. It's funny because, Rel and I really couldn't get through Jack Ryan, even though that's pretty popular.
Yeah.
But we do love Reacher and, all things The Boys and Gen V, everything that we have watched on Prime for the most part, Invincible, we like. So this kind of falls in line with like what their action series are kind of like action thrillers. So this is kind of like an action thriller. But I cannot tell you, honestly, I do think the thing that I like about it, I cannot honestly tell you how all the villains are tied up in this series, like how they all complement each other. And I think that's what the show's doing a good job with, because I have no clue how. And then he tied with like local like gangbangers too, which I'm like, the local street organization members.
All right. Well, I've been signed up. It really is like 2 questions. Like you just use whatever email address. You just need your name. Unfortunately, we don't have any screen sharing set up. I could have screen shared, but we don't have it. And it just asks for your birthday. Well, because I would use OBS and and use another tab. I mean, I could have used OBS and just use another tab, but it's just so much that I don't know how to do right now. So anyway, so we're open. It says the first thing is ask you what.
We have somebody in the middle.
What?
Somebody came on and just left.
Okay. What can I help you with? Well, thank you, your one viewer who left. What can I help you with? So we're going to write a short story about what?
A young black teen gumshoe.
We're just gonna straight up ask it. You write a story about a young teen. What is young teen?
Let me write it.
Yes.
Can you write?
You gonna tell people what you're writing?
Can you write a story about a Black female teenage gumshoe? Okay. Wide brim hat? What century is this in?
Gumshoe. You gotta think about when people use that term. That's why it's important.
Oh
my gosh.
It keeps going.
It's going.
Okay, I gotta go back and do the prompts because I'm not feeling this.
All right. So let's read some of this and see what it says. All right. So.
No, I'm not feeling it.
So you didn't even read the story yet.
I saw the wide brim hat took me out of it. Sorry.
The case of the missing melody. Do you want to read it or you want me to read it? Okay.
Go ahead.
Shayla can read much better than I can, but somehow I'm going to be the one reading it.
16-year-old Ruby James adjusted her wide brim hat, its crimson band a splash of bold color against her dark curly hair. First of all, okay.
Go ahead, no, give me commentary. I want to hear your commentary on this.
Yes, black people wear their hair natural and curly, but like, we use the words like coils and texture and whatever. I would even say tresses, but the hat was her signature, a gift from her nana. Do you like that they use nana? Because I had a nana, so I like that. Who told her, baby, you wear this hat and walk into any room like you own it. Ruby did, every time. In the small, bustling city of Harmony Heights, Ruby was known as Little Miss Detective. Okay, it's not bad. Let me just start off by saying that. But first of all, case closed. This thing is like barely a page and it's done.
Well, it's a short story, right? Or did you didn't ask for a short story?
No.
I just gave you a short story. Well, because I think it can only do but so much.
Okay, well, I want to write. Can I do this again?
Well, that's the whole point. Let now.
I'm not feeling anything.
I'll read some more. I'll read some more of it. Just where'd you leave off at?
I'm here where she did Little Miss Detective. So now she's at the skate park while other teens spent their weekend. Skate park? What is this, 1985?
Okay, so I'm gonna read a little bit more and then we're gonna explain what I think went wrong with this. All right. In a small bustling city of Harmony Heights, Harmony Grits. Ruby was known as Little Miss Detective. Little Miss Detective. While other teens spent their weekends at the mall or a skate park, Ruby cracked cases with nothing but her wits, her notebook, and her trusty magnifying glass.
Okay.
She wasn't just solving mysteries. She was setting an example for the kids in the neighborhood. If you see something wrong, just
say something.
Just don't just shrug. Ruby would say, do something. I don't know, why are you connecting to Ruby right now? Ruby. Maya began sniffing back tears. So I just want to get to what the actual story is. Ruby blinked. Your melody? What? Ruby. Maya began sniffling back tears. Someone stole my melody. What is a melody? Ruby blinked. Your melody. Maya nodded, opened a battered, reordered case.
Are you reading the whole thing?
No, I'm just gonna read up to wherever this page break is. I've been working on this song for the school talent show. Oh, okay, actually a melody. It's the best thing I've ever written, but now it's gone. I wrote it down in my music journal, and now the pages are just blank. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's a real mystery. Ruby leaned forward. Blank, huh?
First of all,
did anyone
it's
else
supernatural. It's not even
about your melody? Maya hesitated. Only my best friend Jaden. Oh, we know who did it, but he wouldn't take it. We're partners for the show.
Oh, he took it.
Ruby's gut told her otherwise, but her expression neutral. I'm sorry. All right, that was me. Maya, leave it to me. I'll find your melody. Let's see who took it.
Trash. No.
You don't want to ruin it?
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. It was Jaden.
Oh, see.
Jaden ain't shit. We knew it was Jaden. All right, so here's some of the things that I think is missing from this. Some of the issues. So let's first, what issues do you have with this short story?
I'm not connected to Ruby at all.
Okay, so
First of all, that name is terrible.
okay, so you need to put a little bit more.
You definitely have to give it a lot of writers. Our jobs are not in jeopardy.
So, well, no, this is.
I know I didn't give it enough prompts either.
So let's add some prompts.
Okay.
All right,
Let me do it.
Okay.
Sorry, honey.
I think I'm better than this at you than it, but
okay. No, that's fine. Go ahead. You do it then. Let's see.
No, you type it, and I'll tell you what prompts you should add, because there's certain things that you don't know that you should do that I kind of do know. This is the bickering. She tells me, no, I can't do it. And then
here, I put those in, do you mind?
Okay.
Thank you.
And before you hit enter, let me review it, and I'll tell you what you should add.
You write a short story about a thing.
Stop. Let's rewind. Delete that. I'm gonna tell you what I would do.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you first let's tell ChatGPT who you want ChatGPT to be. Can you write? Can you play the role of a writer that, you know what I mean? Like, do you want it to assist you? Do you want it to write? Like, you know what I mean? So first, let's define what ChatGPT is. Let's see if that works. No. All right. So now let's. Oh, go ahead.
No. Why does it keep doing this?
Oh, because it's acting as if an author. Let's try this.
Is it still writing? Oh my gosh. Actually, I have more ideas for this show. Okay, so basically what happened is that I asked ChatGPT to play the role of an author, and it went ham. Like, it was like, okay, it basically asked me, absolutely, I'd be thrilled to take on the role of an author. If you have a specific idea, genre, or prompt in mind, let me know, and I'll craft a story for you. Or if you prefer, I can surprise you with a tale. What kind of story would you like? I said I would like the genre to be mystery. And it just like took off and started writing.
I got this, Chief.
And so basically, so clearly to be very specific with it.
Yes.
So that.
Yes. So sorry to piggyback. So from the research, the minimal research I did, you have to be very specific with ChatGPT.
So, okay. I basically said to ChatGPT after it finished writing a whole story that I didn't even
sanction
or ask for. It literally was like, that's fantastic. Share your ideas and we can expand the story or rework to fit your vision. Yeah. So let me know what elements you'd like to add, adjust, or explore. Or explore further. Characters, a town.
So you want to develop the character, the setting. Let's see. And there's one thing that's important is going to be setting restrictions, things that you don't want it to include.
To take place. So this is what I'm telling ChatGPT right now. Okay, I would like to give you characters, a town, setting. I would like for it to take place. Oh, and let me put case too.
What does success look like as well? So you want your person to solve the mystery, right?
Oh, yeah.
And do you have any examples? But we don't have examples. So.
Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew style storytelling, yeah. So from what I gather, some of the things that Shayla struggled with is one, the character names. So they just made up character names that Shayla was not comfortable with in an era that Shayla wasn't comfortable with. And the mystery.
Why is this so big? Because I'm trying to I want to get to my folder. Why is this doing this?
What folder do you want to get to?
Do none of my icons come up?
Well, you can minimize it, right?
Oh, I never saw that. Minimize that. I want to go into my folders and find what I was writing. I don't even know if I have that on here though.
The Terica stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gonna push it in as an example? Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so put the Terica. So just so everybody knows, I was actually writing a teen. I always said it was cool growing up reading stuff like Nancy Drew and things like that, but I was like, I'd love to have a black girl, especially because I was a black teenager. I wanted to somebody I related to. So now I'm trying to, and I do feel like characters are super important. Like that to me is, I feel like the characters is who people connect to, right? It's why some of the biggest franchises sold. Harry Potter, Twilight, Hunger Games. I'm just trying to think of the biggest ones I can remember in my age group, or in my lifetime. We can go as far back as
everything
Okay. But does it have all the there's breakdowns. Wait a minute. Okay, let's open it and see. Yes, and I think of characters. It's super organized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me go back to chat. So the name of the series that I wanted to kind of create was called I've Been Watching You, and I wanted it to take place current day. Technology plays a big part in it, because I was like, I wonder how Nancy Drew, because that's I think why Nancy Drew started to go supernatural, because it was certain things that was kind of you can't solve this in 2020, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Where you geolocation and stuff like that. It's kind of come on, guys. So I think that was the word, trying to modernize that type of storytelling from the 80s just wasn't working.
Yeah.
Because of where technology is. So I kind of wanted to see, how this young lady was able to navigate with technology. So we're gonna see.
All right.
So, okay. I'm setting the case. In order for the main character to solve the mystery.
And I'll give you an example of a character breakdown.
And I will share with you a breakdown for reference. How about that?
Shit. Okay.
Okay. So one thing we have learned, the more you share with ChatGPT, the better your chance are of winning in life. I got this. No. Desktop. clean this up. It's getting, I use my Western background to resume.
I love it.
And I don't know what this screenshot. Oh, I think that was Meta error message on the Avid, and I was like, help. Let's see here. Where's my BTL? I have to change this.
SNR.
I'll change to SNR. But you know, it makes me sad. That was our original.
Oh no, that's still
original.
good. Oh, that's gonna be a thing.
We'll clean up everything and get it back up.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna use BTL.
We're not gonna be on the run eating.
Nah, man.
Okay. So let's give that to her. And let's see. So I'm now sharing that I've been watching you breakdown that I did a long time ago, because most of the stuff I wrote is actually in a notebook. I think it's either in storage or here, but I can't remember. So let's see.
Oh wow. Oh wow, it really read it. Oh my God,
Did I do the whole breakdown of? That's the ice cream shop doc.
Oh no, it's just the fact that it read it. So you grabbed the wrong one.
I think so. Yeah.
So do you want to say actually use this one instead?
Well, no, the ice cream shop. Yeah. Actually, make Terica 16.
So she put in the her original character breakdown, and that was it, just the character breakdown.
Oh, she just went all the way in. Yeah, go ahead.
And it read her script and gave her back information that was actually in her character breakdown. So we're gonna look and see how this expanded on her work.
I gotta see what. Is this the breakdown I gave? Oh yeah, it's the. Oh, I've got like Diane Nash on the back because I used an old breakdown.
Oh. Let's see what it's going to cook up.
Really? Why is this her last case?
Does she die at the end?
Oh my God.
Terica dies at the end. Did you kill my character? Let's read some of it and see.
Okay, so we're going to read some of this. Now, yeah, the way I wrote this is completely different, but it's fine. So let's read.
All right.
This is called I've Been Watching. So the basis of it was kind of like doing a thing of I've been watching you as the main title of the series, but then I would always have like ellipsis, dot, at the ice cream shop. So this one is about a crime that takes place at an ice cream shop, which is crazy because it does that. I was trying to do this cross play too, like how they do with where they brought Riverdale to life, the comics. It looked like it was taking place in another setting, but it was modern day. That's something that and the reboot of Sabrina I thought did successfully. So, okay. I've been watching you, dot, at the ice cream shop. The cold was the first thing Terica Ellis noticed. It hit her like a slap when she opened the freezer door at Scoop House. I don't know if I named it Scoop House, but I think I called it Scoops, but that's okay. Hunter's Point's beloved ice cream parlor. What came next made her breath catch in her throat. It's not bad. I'm like, Brian, because you know what? It's actually descriptive and it's not telling you. It's like allowing you to kind of think of like how she.
Yeah, you can envision it.
Right. The lifeless body of Chase Morgan, the shop's newest scooper, sprawled among tubs of double fudge and mint chip.
Sound like a scary porno at this point. Yeah, the chocolate fudge and mint chip all over his body.
Really, honey?
Sorry.
The manager, Mr. Caldwell, was hysterical when he called her that afternoon. Terica had a reputation for solving mysteries, quicker and better than the local police. If you ask anyone in her neighborhood, they won't believe me if I say it wasn't my fault. Oh, no.
It ain't my fault. Did I do that?
Oh, now we're in dialogues. They won't believe me if I say it wasn't my fault. He cried over the phone. You have to help me, Terica. Okay, first
Wait,
of all.
was it a guy?
Yeah, Mr. Caldwell.
Oh,
Does that sound like a woman?
no,
Okay,
no.
well, you read it. Okay, so let's go back. The manager, Mr. Caldwell, was hysterical when he called her that afternoon. Terica had a reputation for solving mysteries, quicker and better than the local police, if you asked anyone in the neighborhood. Okay, before we go a step further, two things are wrong.
Okay.
Yes, like I always feel like anybody that's not the police should feel like a nuisance.
Okay.
Right? Like how Nancy Drew was,
Yes.
right? Because like you don't want them in your business, but it's okay. Like it's like Scooby Doo. If it wasn't for you pesky kids, like that's how it should feel, in my opinion. But yes, cops do blunder a lot of stuff. I know I'm gonna catch some heat for that. But if you watch enough true crime, which I love true crime stuff, some of them cases could have been solved if folks just paid attention. Like 20 years later, they finally figured it out. Like, you know, like on Dateline, I'm like, I didn't take you 20 years, but whatever. I don't think, but it's fine. We can just keep moving. Now we're at Mr. Caldwell calling Terica.
All right. Where is Hunters Point?
Hunters Point is actually a fictional town I created that is supposed to mirror the beloved town of Columbia, Maryland, where I grew up, which is a suburb in between Baltimore and DC.
So basically, it would be closer to like I ain't gonna even try to play myself and do like a Baltimore accent.
Yeah, please don't.
So I'll just do this in my New York accent.
Terrell's from Queens.
They won't believe me, son.
No.
If I say it ain't my fault. Listen,
I don't
there's
think
a lot
Mr.
of.
Caldwell's black.
Oh. I'm walking there. They won't believe me. No, okay. They won't believe me if I say it wasn't my fault. They won't believe me if I say it wasn't my fault.
He cried over the phone.
You have to help me, Terica.
Okay.
Get that boy Oscar.
Why would you and your bottle? Listen, you got stuff all over you.
My dollar. Yeah, no.
Yeah, this is out of control. It was an unusual way to spend a Saturday, but unusual was Terica's specialty. Clad in her favorite. Okay, this is where it's starting to go wrong. Clad, come on, fresh.
Well, did you say what era this was?
I said 2024.
Ooh, clad.
Clad in her favorite bomber jacket, she knelt beside the body. I will say I do like its use of like verbs and adjectives and things like that. It's good.
Okay.
Adjectives. I do like its use of adjectives. That's what I meant to say.
One thing I guess is, and I don't know if this has any part into what you were saying, but because this is machine learning that's up to a certain, so it takes all available data up to a certain point. Yeah. I don't know if it includes 2024. So it may go up to 2022, all information available up to 2022. Well,
I guess it's not as advanced as they say.
But okay.
Clad in her favorite bomber jacket, she knelt beside the body, her sharp eyes scanning for clues. It's like, bam. Her spidey sense. No signs of a struggle. Chase's uniform was spotless, his hair neatly combed. Okay, how was he laying in mint fudge, mint chip, and some kind of fudge ice cream, and nothing was on him? Come on, guys. Terica jotted notes in her journal, glancing up at Aaron Kent. Her childhood friend turned sidekick. This is her piece. He's her piece. Like, that's her boo thing. Who's like a football star.
I wonder if you can make these corrections in the prompts.
Okay, we'll have to do. He leaned against the door frame, his expression a mix of disgust and belief. First of all, he's supposed to man up, Aaron. He's being real punkish right now.
Do you want me to get your charger so the screensavers stop?
Yeah, thank you. This is a whole nother level of weird. Okay, I don't know where Aaron is from, but
that's a whole nother level.
Could you bring over my strawberry lip mask too? That's on there.
Where is it?
On the work desk. We gotta make sure our counter is because our counter isn't even messy, but it look like it is. I don't know why. Okay. You sure about this, T? Shouldn't we call the cops? And he calls her. Oh gosh,
He calls her T?
He calls her by her last name.
Oh, that's weird.
No, in my story, he calls her by. But T is weird.
That is
what
weird.
Up, T? They just chalk it up to an accident. Oh, you were supposed to read this.
All right.
This is Aaron. Okay, let me go back. Terica jotted notes in her journal, glancing up at Aaron Kent, her childhood friend turned sidekick.
Side piece.
Seriously. He leaned against the door frame, his expression a mix of disgust and belief.
Young.
He's young. He's like a teenager. Yeah, he's 17.
I don't know how 17-year-olds are. No cap. It's lit over here, son. Okay.
But why is it still?
It still sounds like a New Yorker. No matter what I do.
Father is supposed to be from New York.
Oh, then I'll definitely nail that one.
I don't even know if he's gonna make it in this. ChatGPT is very limited in story.
This is a whole new level of weird. Aaron muttered. You sure about this, T? Shouldn't we call the cops? Oh man, what a punk.
Mm-hmm. How you gonna be a black man in America ready to call the cops?
So I should say, like, this is a whole new level of weird.
No. Honey, he's a football star.
You sure about this, T? Should we call the cops?
But I guess Mike Tyson has a high pitched voice too.
Oh, he ain't playing with Mike Tyson. Yeah, even though Mike Tyson took an L, he would still get a W on me. Not get knocked out by Mike Tyson.
I'm sorry. Like, they was wrong for that. Okay, anyway. They just chalk it up to an accident, Terica replied, her voice steady. But this wasn't random. She pointed to Chase's hand. Clutched tightly between his fingers was a crumbled napkin. Scrawled on it were the words, he knows.
Was it? Look, thank God it wasn't clutched between his butt cheeks.
That got dark.
With the fudge on him.
Okay. I'm going to say inappropriate stuff.
He knows.
By the time they left the shop. Sushi?
The sushi call you? Sushi's like, hey, we know you want some sushi.
By the time they left the shop, desk. By the time...
It is on that kind of... Oh, we don't have much on there.
It just looks like a lot in the background. But as we organize the apartments, going different. By the time they left the shop, dusk was settling over Hunter's Point. The town's idyllic streets were deceptively quiet.
Woo!
But Terica's mind was anything but. Chase was new to Scoop House, barely working there 2 months.
Here you go. There's another prompt. Another prompt you could do is you can probably specify what type of language you want to use. Current language, but like, should it be?
I think let's try it. Okay.
So you ready to start? All right. So we're gonna make some.
We're gonna try some adjustments here.
Wait, why are you throwing it? Okay.
Let me know what adjustments. Okay. So I basically told the author, aka ChatGPT, would like to make some adjustments to this story. She says, of course. I always feel that
she knew this wouldn't be her last case.
Oh, okay. Of course. Let me know what adjustments you'd like to make, whether it's changes to the plot, characters, tone, or dialogue. I'll revise the story accordingly. Okay, so that I would like.
Words kicking your butt.
That was actually a good speller too.
No, you got it.
I'm gonna need my wristpad, honey, because this sweatshirt is looking crazy today. Or is this your screen that's that best one?
No, you got blame the screen.
Me and my brother Skrillex, we about to kill it ASAP. Okay, got my New York hat on, so I gotta come to New York rhymes today. Okay, so let's say the dialogue to be modern, 2024. I'm afraid to put slang. Let me see. Vernacular.
Yeah, maybe not slang, but maybe describe the age group that you wanted to reflect. Yeah, maybe like, yeah, you don't want to put slang because they could go off the rails with that one. Yo, son, I'm trying to get these cases solved, dog. You don't do like that, playboy. Hey, Aaron.
Aaron. Aaron.
Aaron.
Terica.
Let's see what it's gonna say.
Ooh. Okay. So this is what I asked from ChatGPT. I asked that the dialogue be in 2024 vernacular for teens, the story to be in more of a novel style form, and also for Aaron, who is her sidekick in the first story, to be a childhood friend and potential love interest, not a sidekick. I do want to try to play it like Terica works alone. I want one of those things too, where like the friends kind of like stumble into stuff, like what to help her, like they don't want to. Because I think like Nancy Drew did have a crew, and so did the Hardy Boys, but
gotcha.
I think I wanted Terica to symbolize what Black women have to deal with every day in America, working alone.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Is she still writing? Dang, that's a novel. It's a quick novel.
Well, it can only give you but so much. It's not going to give you longer.
Okay, so this is 2 point. This is I've been watching you at the ice. I've been watching you. At the ice cream shop. I've been watching you. At the ice cream shop. 2.0.
2.0. The future is here.
Oh, is that what I do? Okay. The freezer door swung open with a heavy creak. We need sound effects.
I know, right?
And Terica Ellis froze as the frigid air wrapped around her. I will say the descriptive writing is amazing because these are things like it takes sometimes for me. I tend to think that I have a pretty extensive vocabulary, but when it comes to adjectives at times when I'm writing, I have to go to my trusty thesaurus.com.
Yeah.
Inside, nestled between tubs of Rocky Road and birthday cake swirl. It's a very current ice cream. I don't know about Rocky Road, but birthday cake for sure. Was Chase Morgan. His eyes stared blankly at the ceiling, his body still as the frozen desserts surrounding him.
Oh.
Wow. This got dark.
Yeah.
For a split second, Terica thought she might scream. Instead, she tightened her grip on the doorframe, took a steadying breath, and snapped a picture with her phone. Okay, we're getting there. The evidence came first. Always.
Yeesh. Yo, y'all writers might want to clench them butt cheeks.
I mean, this is pretty good, right?
This ain't half bad.
Hunter's Point. Wait a minute, honey. And I agreed with you. What are we doing here? I'm not betraying my tribe. Who is this guy? Hunter's Point had a way of burying its scandals. Oh, wait, that's the
Burying. Ah, you say burying.
Hunter's Point had a way of burying its scandals under perfect lawns and PTA bake sales. But Terica wasn't one to let things slide.
Terica ain't letting nothing slide, son.
By 16, she'd already made a name for herself as the girl who could find out anything, from stolen test answers to missing neighborhood cats. She solved it all. But murder? That was new.
Murder.
Aaron Kent caught up with her as she was stepping out of Scoop House. It's still not, it's Scoops. That's the name. Like,
so why didn't you tell her?
I'm going to tell her in the next pass, okay? Yo, Terica was good.
Oh, Lord. Aaron went from, hey, Terica, how you doing? To, yo, Terica was good, shorty. Holla at the man right here, son.
It's just ChatGPT.
Was really
you know
good.
What ChatGPT did? ChatGPT is like Hollywood experimenting with black language. It's like, he doesn't sound black enough. We need to work on that.
Aaron went from, hey, Terica, how you doing? To, yo, Terica was good, shorty. ChatGPT impersonate of a black male is getting killed right now.
Okay, you do. Okay, Aaron Kent caught up with her just as she was stepping out of Scoop. Okay, can I start over? Because the Scoop's house is really...
It's killing, throw your fire.
Because it's not Scoop. Let me make sure I have it right. Let me look at my breakdown. Because I don't think I call it Scoops. Let's see.
Man,
I gotta find my
tears
notebook
right now.
Okay, do you want to just read through this part and then we'll go?
No, I'm like, it's in tears because it's so funny. No, check and see if it was Scoops or Scoop House. Did you?
No, I can't find, but it's not Scoop's house. I don't know.
Then change it. Yeah, tell. Can you please? Is there any other changes so far that you want to see?
No, I kind of like Aaron's language.
Okay.
But the yo Terica was good.
Yo, Terica was good.
Oh yes, he doesn't call her Terica.
Okay.
It's Terica. And I forgot what I called Scoop, so it was something like, but it wasn't Scoop's house. Maybe it was Scoop's house.
Well, what does your gut say now? What do you want to call it now? And see if it, because now we just want to see if this can make the adjustment. Because you're not actually going to use the script. What you're doing is testing to see. It's not even
a script. This is just a story.
Oh, yeah. So we're testing to see if this can. Wow. Oh, it says at Scoops though now.
Okay, that's fine.
You're not gonna fight it.
I just, because first of all, she keeps her hoodie. She's just getting. She's gonna be a round the way girl by the end of it. Okay, so this is the third try now because I told her how to refer. Okay. After the limit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this is our last turn for right now.
Yeah. Unless we pay for it.
Yeah. And I don't know if we're ready to invest in that type of relationship with Chad just yet. Oh, it resets after 8. Okay, cool. So, all right. So these are the notes I gave her after the last one.
I love that you call ChatGPT her.
Because I think it is her. She moves like a woman.
She is spiteful now.
She is kind of spiteful. Yeah.
She's like, oh, you want changes? Here you go. Here's your changes.
Like a sister too. Oh, where my stuff wasn't good enough for you? Okay, bitch. Let me go over here and tell you what I. So she says, thanks for the notes. I'll adjust Aaron's dialogue to reflect his usual way of addressing Terica and update the setting to use Scoops as the community name for the ice cream shop. Let me rework the story with these details in mind. Okay, so this is what she came up with. Now that it's no longer at the ice cream shop, it's like Scoops. So instead, it is still an ice cream shop, just the neighborhood kids call it Scoops. but it's fine because we used to have like neighborhood like places we would hang out in, and it would just have a nickname.
Okay, so this is what I noticed that Shayla's having an issue with ChatGPT. Things that are in her head,
right? Which is why writers we got this.
That you would write, it would naturally come out because it's in your head and you don't have to think about it. But now you have to think about every single detail that you wanted to address, right? Like even changing the title.
It's like training someone, actually.
Yeah, that's exactly what machine learning is, and that's what I gather from this. You have to train ChatGPT to do and say what responses you really want to come from. So you would have to tell ChatGPT to change the name to Scoops, but keep the title the same. Don't change the title, and have the local kids call the place Scoops, even though the name of the place is XYZ. So let's say an adult would call it something else, but the
kids would
actually
probably call it the whole place. Right?
And the kids would call it. So you would have to specify all these details in order to stay consistent in your story. So that's where it does get a little bit difficult as a creative, I would assume.
Yeah.
As a creative writer, sorry. But let's check it out.
Okay, so here we go. I'm so done with this girl right now. I've been watching you, ... at Scoops. Not the ice cream shop, but at Scoops. I'm not even giving the title the energy right now because we're not good right now. We're on a new level right now.
Well, technically, you never told ChatGPT
That's fine.
The name of the title.
She should be able to hear me.
What?
Is this like cookies? Are the Russians not listening on the other line? What are we doing here? Who are the bots that are controlling her? All right. The freeze. I kind of like the original one, but that's fine. The one on the last.
You can probably tell it to go back to the last version and update the changes.
Okay, I'll do that later at 8:10.
Yeah.
The freezer door groaned as Terica Ellis pulled it open. The cold hit her first, seeping through her hoodie like a slap.
Still a slap.
First of all, why the hoodie?
Because she's, we both wear hoodies.
I understand
you that. Said, should it be watching ChatGPT, the Russians? See, they both know we're wearing hoodies. No.
When what she saw next froze her in place. Chase Morgan, motionless among tubs of double fudge brownie and mint chip. Why did they go back to that? What happened to the birthday cake swirl? Oh, she is spiteful. His pale face tilted toward the ceiling. His hand clutched a crumpled napkin. Words scrawled across it. He knows. Man, is something going on? Did somebody die? My phone is like going off. Oh, we have to watch a ping.
Yeah.
Terica swallowed hard.
Pause.
Her brain kicking into overdrive. Really? He reached for her phone. Oh, no.
I was going to say the dead body reached for her phone. You won't need this, Chief.
Terica swallowed hard.
Pause.
Her brain kicking into overdrive. She reached for her phone, snapping a photo before stepping back and pulling the freezer door shut. For a moment, she just stood there, letting the chill fade from her skin. This wasn't an accident.
That line could have been hit hard.
It could have. The other one was better, but it's cool. Outside, the evening air was crisp and quiet, the kind of stillness that wrapped itself around Hunter's Point after sunset. Oh, wasn't that eerie, but okay. Terica's sneakers crunched against the gravel as she walked away from Scoops. They could have said Jay's, but it's all good. The sound of hurried footsteps behind her made her pause. Yeah.
Really? He really does it. Ellis.
She sighed. Of course, Aaron Kent had to show up. Not now, Kent, she said without turning around. Boy, she calls him Aaron. Okay, it's fine.
She calls him by the last name too?
No, Aaron.
Oh, she called him by his whole name.
She says Aaron.
Not now, Aaron Kent.
She just says Kent. Not now, Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron. Not now. Oh, sorry.
Not now, Kent. Wait, what? Not now. I say not now. Not now? You were okay. You just walked out of Scoops looking like you saw a ghost? What's going on?
He jogged up beside her, his hoodie pulled low, his hazel eyes sharp. Why you gotta have hazel eyes? What kind of
Oh.
these people are black. You can have
Black
black with
people.
hazel eyes, but see, they trying to
Whitewash your skirt.
I can see what's happening. He's a chocolate man. They're trying, you know what bothers me about this? They trying to make him what's the one that drives me
Michael
crazy?
Ealy?
Yes. I'm sorry for those that are Michael Ealy fans that might see this, because I'm trying for the series to keep going on.
Pew, pew. Shots fired.
Terica exhaled through her nose. That was dirty because that was a shot at a fellow Marylander. If you must know, there's a dead body in the freezer. Chase Morgan. Aaron froze mid-step. Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at that. You serious?
She kept walking. Very.
And that's me?
Yeah.
And you're just leaving? Like it's no big deal?
But you see how his speech kind of turned too? Like last one, he's like, yo,
yeah, I'm like, what? Because his eyes.
That it made him white.
That thing like
so wait a minute, he was a hazel-eyed white boy saying, yo, was good in the last one. What kind of fragging nigga? I'm coming for this chick. Oh my gosh. Okay. Terica stopped, spitting on her head to face him. What do you want me to do, Kent? I gotta do it. What do you want me to do, Kent? Call the cops so they can write it off as some freak accident? No. I'm figuring this one out myself. Okay, first of all.
oh wow. That next line is interesting.
You would have said that.
Yeah. Oh, you want me?
Yeah,
what was your
like,
first one?
The hero complex, like she should be one that solves cases.
Okay.
I don't want her to be like, I got this. Like, I don't need her to be like that girl. I have to give so much more nuance. Like,
yes,
she's not Terica. Yes, she solves things, but I want her to have layers. And right now she feels like she got this one note, this hoodie on. I don't know what kind of shit dunks on. I don't even know. Stomping out like. And she's not, okay, she's supposed to be me as a teenager.
Okay.
My mother put me in, yes, I would wear casual clothes, mostly to school, unless it was like an event or something I needed to dress up for in school. But my mother was good for a nice pair of tights, cute shoes, like, something with a low heel. I had loafers, stuff like I didn't wear like traditional tennis shoes all the time. Like tennis shoes were like for gym class. I didn't really wear tennis shoes all the time. That was like maybe for the weekend. Like yeah, okay, that's fine. We can go.
All right.
So I mean, it's just sorry.
You're wild for this, Ellis. He said, "Wow, you're wild for this."
He would actually say that, which is kind of.
Aaron said.
Oh, I'll say it. You just say you're wild.
You're wild for this, Ellis.
Aaron said, shaking his head.
You're going to get yourself into some real trouble one of these days.
See what I'm saying? Like, he cool in the first line, then he becomes Aaron with the hazel eyes in the second. So he's Aldous Hodge in the first line, then he becomes, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron. And it's like, I can handle it. She turned away, her voice cool. Go home.
Oh, she checking this dude.
She checked him. Come on, dog.
You know I'm not going to do that, right?
Terica didn't respond. The transitions is wild. Back in her room, Terica spread her notes across her desk. The Scoop's employee schedule stared back. The Scoop's employee schedule stared back at her. Chase's name circled in red. Next to it were two others, Mateo Sands and Autumn Rain. Okay, first of all, Mateo's supposed to be another love interest. Like, she's kind of caught between two men. Like, the fact that, like, this dude, he don't work in ice. Okay, can I just say why I have so many issues with what she's doing to me right now?
Okay.
Aaron Kent is supposed to be like who she'll eventually get when the series ends, right? Like it's gonna always be this push and pull between them. Mateo and Aaron Kent is like All American football player, standout. He and his brother, like his older brother and himself, were high school football standouts. But his brother gets a scholarship, goes to school in Louisiana, but gets his girlfriend like pregnant like right away. So his brother's kind of, I guess you could say, football dreams have kind of been a bit scattered. But Aaron's like even 20 times more athletic, X, Y, and Z. Star football player, tall chocolate man. Supposed to have like this swag, a lot of notches on his belt. Terica's not trying to just be one, but she never has been. She's always kind of been like that good friend ever since they were younger. But he's always had a crush on her.
Oh, that's you. I was like, where did the thumbs up come from? Nope. There you go. I need to turn those reactions off.
I like the reactions. I wonder if it gives you the balloons.
Yep. And I think this one's different too. Oh,
but you can't even get air. Now you just look like, oh yeah. So she's layers. So basically, her parents are us.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm like this jeweler, X, Y. Her parents are us, but like a combination of my parents too.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you're like a lawyer though, and I kind of framed that around you being a stop and first victim in New York, which is true. So, and then but you own your own practice with your boy. Like, I am an e-commerce, handcrafted jewelry maker, which is part of what I do, right?
Yeah, you took elements of our lives and implemented it.
So she's got cool parents too. Like she just like, I love how I just said that he was cool, but she's not. But so she's kind of like kind of how I was growing up, like wanted to be, was more tomboyish, but like her mom put her in all these girly things. So she ended up she did like the frilly things of being a girl, but also liked, sports with her dad and stuff like that. So it's kind of, she's, she, like I said, she's a multi-layered person. So right now I just feel this is a mess. And Mateo is like a standout baller from a rival high school. He and Aaron are cool, but like he always wants the affection of Terica as well. So it's kind of like she tends to date Mateo more because Aaron's like, it's just like all stories, right? It's that requited love. So it's like he is, the Gregory and Abbott. There's so many other stories, but I'm just thinking of what we just watched recently.
Even a homeboy in Prime, right? Because
the girl with the short hair, she hasn't quite achieved. Like she had a crush on this dude her whole life.
Yeah. She
hasn't quite achieved, in Cross. She hasn't quite achieved her man yet, and getting to that ultimate goal.
Because of the trauma.
Because of the trauma he's dealt with. We won't tell what that trauma is. We want you to watch the show. Mm-hmm. But so that's what it kind of is. I know there's other. Yeah. It's like Bridgerton, and there's so many stories. I just right now they're not.
Oldest tale.
It's the oldest tale at the time.
Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly. So that's who Aaron is to her. So the fact that they're like making this, kind of this, I don't even know what kind of stuff. So chat clearly needs a lot of. So, okay. I guess the scariest part about it is they feel like chat is going to replace a writer's room of about 10, 15 people, right? And they're even, I think they're so much smaller now because of how much they're paying. But at the end of the day, what they're going to do is just get a bunch of people that know how to keep telling it stuff. Yeah. It still doesn't have nuance. I mean, the transitions in the story are like, stop. But very descriptive writing. I will give it that. If I have to describe anything, the writing is pretty descriptive, but.
So here's what my take is so far, right? Like, and this is our first go on it. I'm gonna continue with it. Shayla's going to probably, stay loyal to her peoples. But
I just sounds not completely. I want to learn, but like,
I think one of the things that I think will be interesting to see is how it's used as a writer's assistant, right? Like where you need research, right? Like, so you could type in ChatGPT, or you get to a point in your script, you say,
Oh, that's a good point.
I need research, and it'll collect a lot of data, or like you said, I need a better way to say this. Like you
Right.
said, like it gives you so much description, so you may be like, all right, I have this setting that's falling flat. So can you use more descriptive adjectives to make this moment have more gravity?
Okay.
You know, like I wonder if you could do stuff like that with it. But yeah, I don't think it's at a place where it can tell a whole story. Even with prompts, I don't see it, because it's always going to be some nuance or layer that you're like, well, why did it do this? Why did it do that? Because it needs such high level complex thinking that I don't think it has achieved yet. Now, the question is, if you was to put in, let's say, grab a short story that was a mystery, put it in there and use it as an example, could it then understand, like, have twists and turns and stuff like that? Because I'm pretty sure by the end of this, we can predict what the twist will be, right? Or it probably won't even have a twist. It'll probably just have a clear way that she solves the crime. So I'm thinking it's not quite there yet, but I do think it could do like what I see a lot of people doing, using it for YouTube to write simple, informative scripts. Maybe like these, like, let's say if it's a murder mystery that actually happened, it could put it in a script where you can just disseminate the information on YouTube. But yeah, like if you're talking about like a nuanced, creative, complex story, it doesn't look like it can handle that.
No, never know.
Yeah. So far, but we'll see. I mean, maybe somebody has played around and got a little further with ChatGPT. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say ChatGPT. And you know, we'll see. I'm curious to see what the story of ChatGPT will look like in the future. And we were using the 4.0 plan, or the free 4.0 ChatGPT 4.0. So, you know, they have the plus, which is the upgrade, and I guess you can, I don't know, I guess that's all you can do, or pay for it. So you get a limited amount of, I guess it just say, limit. It doesn't even tell you what the limit actually is. Is it timed, or is it per responses? But it also says because there's an attachment. So I guess attachments significantly affects your free plan. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. I'm actually going to look into expanding my knowledge on AI and see what it's truly capable of. And you can follow along with me and see. You got like dead eye. You like to sit there like. And you can sit, and we can see what it's capable of, and Shayla can,
continue to dispel like how wrong it is.
Yeah, like and and I think you do need that. I think you do need both sides of this new technology, right? You need people who can say, "Oh, I'm all for it. It can do all of this," and then people can on the other side is like, "Well, no, that's incorrect. That's this poor structure."
It's like that.
I gotta get more colors too, and you can get more. You get a better understanding why, because someone did a film. It's supposed to be a first true AI film, and there was a guy who did a review on it, and I listened to some of the YouTube review. You can check it out. I mean, just Google first AI film or whatever, and it was trash. It was trash. It was really, really, in my opinion, no offense to you, brother. I know making a film is definitely difficult, but it was trash, and it was like it was just things that clearly didn't even make sense. But he might not, or they may not have been a good storyteller in general.
Right.
So what if a better story, like how Shayla went through and explained why this isn't working, but what if you continue to go through it and continue making prompts and customizing it? Could it actually tell a story in your voice? Now that's what it'll be interesting.
And that's we'll continue to see if it has the capabilities of doing that.
But tomorrow we're gonna work on one of your projects, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, this has been fun. Our first time live. Sorry for the quality. Looks kind of crazy right now.
All of our equipment that we do have is still in the way,
So it'll eventually get better. Till next
we're
time.
not. Yeah, we're not in LA anymore. We're in Vegas.
Henderson.
Well, I don't want to give the exact location. Don't geolocation this. Don't send nobody up in here.
With AI, they can hack us and find us anyway. Have a good one, y'all. Wait. Peace.
I wanted to see.
Oh my God.
I love it.